Okay, so your Consumer Protection Act applies to businesses that in the ordinary course of their business are either selling goods to consumers, which are individuals, you and I, or are rendering services to a consumer. And it really is just to protect those consumer rights against unfair marketing, defective products, fixed-term agreements, all aspects related to consumer affairs. One of the most important introductions to the Consumer Protection Act for business owners really is to make sure that their terms and conditions are drafted in plain language. So no legal jargon, no legalese, no 20-page terms and conditions that a consumer cannot understand. Those have been done away with, and there are consequences associated with it if a consumer doesn't understand your contracts. So it's very important that if you're selling goods or rendering services, that your contracts are drafted in plain language. Fixed-term contracts have now been limited to a period of 24 months. Another very important thing for entrepreneurs to bear in mind is that a consumer can cancel a fixed-term contract by giving 20-day business notice. So there isn't that security in terms of fixed-term contracts like there used to be. If an entrepreneur is in the business of providing goods, the Consumer Protection Act has introduced a number of provisions regarding liabilities for latent defects, defective products. Consumers are given a number of rights in terms of what they can demand if goods don't meet their standards. They're entitled to a refund for defective goods to be replaced. So it really has revolutionized the aspect of what we used to call the footstoots clause, where goods were sold as is. The entrepreneur is certainly entitled to charge what we call a reasonable cancellation fee. It's not a kind of no consequences associated with it principle. There are costs associated with that cancellation. They just need to be what we call reasonable in relation to the industry that the cancellation has taken place. There's a number of tribunals that have been set up in terms of the Consumer Protection Act, where consumers have the right of recourse to approach these tribunals and lodge a complaint. Whether or not they're working is a different question. The Consumer Protection Act at the moment does have it's a case of all bark but no bite, unfortunately. At tribunal level, these complaints aren't being dealt with fast enough. So strictly speaking, the entrepreneurs or the business owners aren't really feeling the consequences of it, except for maybe instances of being reported on Hello Peter and social media disgruntled gripes about services.